Franky vs Senor Pink, a battle between men, a simple yet complex conflict that sorta is underrated in comparison to other moments in Dressrosa like Law's backstory, Luffy vs Doflamingo, you name it. However, in my opinion, this is the best fight in the arc besides the whole Luffy and Law fight with Doflamingo, and in today's video I'll be explaining why. Firstly, what I love is how both characters are just representing the Chad of their respective group, and both fighters come to realize that, actually respecting one another, and this fight isn't just, oh, I'm good and you're evil. Rather, it's more like, despite this, hey, we're actually pretty similar. Leading into this fight being a lot more brutal than the average One Piece fight. This is because unlike other One Piece fights where both characters are just, scrapping, the average One Piece fight, they're dodging, they're weaving, whatever. Franky vs Senor Pink is a lot different. It feels a lot more personal, like both characters have something to prove here. And with that, despite both combatants being capable of reacting to one another, they choose not to due to this being a manly battle. The true victor is whoever is the last man standing in an all-out contest of strength, with each blow of Senor Pink slightly overwhelming Franky and just having me at the edge of my seat and vice versa. Out of all the fights in Dressrosa, this is where both individuals are actually somewhat comparable, and the only fight in Dressrosa where I was like, damn, I really don't know who's about to win this fight. Well, of course, until we saw Demon Time, but we'll get there. Firstly, let's talk about Senor Pink's backstory and the reason why he wears this goofy outfit. Because before going into this fight, I was just clowning this man because, what the fuck are you wearing, bro? You're throwing diaper bombs out your ass to try and counter nipple beam lasers. Like, what are you doing, bozo? However, that's what everyone says until we realize Senor Pink's backstory and why he wears this outfit. This is because his lover, who changed his life around, found out he was a pirate and was living a not so good lifestyle to keep his head above water. After their son died and shortly after an argument, his lover would be in a vegetative state. I don't even know if I said it right, but we're just gonna go with it. Forcing Senor Pink to try and cheer her up by dressing up as a baby, even continuing to do so after her death, carrying his guilt with the suit as if he's wearing it.
Get it? Because he's wearing the suit, so he's wearing his guilt. Yeah.
Almost like how Franky carried out his guilt after feeling responsible for his mentor's death, literally wearing the scar with his cyborg body. Both were treated differently because, for one, Franky is a cyborg and he was a menace in Water 7, and two, Senor Pink is just a grown man wearing fucking baby clothes, so no one's gonna try and interact with him other than the Dofi family. Just like how nobody really accepted Franky until the Straw Hats came in. Surprisingly, both characters have a lot of similarity besides both of them just being Chads. But of course, them being Chads is the most important comparison because, boom! After getting the backstory, Franky then goes Demon Time and proceeds to chat out on the Chad. But even when Senor Pink is getting chatted out on, he decides to be a Chad too and takes the attack like a Chad. So a Chad gets attacked by a Chad and he takes the Chad's attack like a Chad. What a fucking Chad. Besides the serious moments of this fight, there are even funny comedic moments that I thought were good break-ins, like for example with the one lady that Franky kissed. And I do appreciate the detail that Franky wipes Senor Pink's tears and tells him to one day share the story of Lucy Ann over a drink with him, the woman who Pink fell in love with. In conclusion, this fight is Chadly. Is that a word? I don't even know. I don't care. Good night.